What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another challenge here on NBA 2K22. Today we have the all-rookie contract rebuild. It's pretty self-explanatory. I do this one pretty much every year, every time a new 2K drops. Every single player on my roster, in my rotation specifically, has to be on a rookie scale deal. Eventually, once those contracts do end, we have to move on from them, or we have to trade them kind of in the final year of their deal. We're going to be doing this one in a fantasy draft style today. And honestly, I haven't done that many challenges so far in 2K22, and I do want to continue doing a lot of these. So if you guys have any you want to see down below, make sure to let me know. And finally, as always, before we do get into this one, if you guys are new to the channel, new to the community, we'd love to have you. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, stick around a while, and if you guys could leave a like down below, I'd like to see if this video could hit 100 likes. That would be absolutely great. But without further ado, we're going to try to win a championship with a team full of all rookie contracts. Doesn't just have to be rookies, guys that are on rookie scale contracts. I'll see you guys in there. So we are going to go ahead and select a team. Obviously, the new layout menu kind of makes it hard for me to randomly do that. The good thing we have going for us is if we go to the roster section, we can kind of scroll through randomly like the older kind of 2Ks had it in the team selection menu. So we'll keep scrolling through and we'll stop. I just want to make sure you guys know I'm not cheating. And we'll stop in 3, 2, and 1. And we end up with the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's not that big of a deal anyways. We're just going to go over here where the Oklahoma City Thunder, I am absolutely blind. They're right here. All right, we're going to get into this draft right now. We're going to sim up to our pick, and we have the 3rd overall pick. And so we have to be very, very specific and very, very careful about the way we do this. Obviously, I have to do a 3-year rebuild. I do not want to be trading one of my best players. So we could take a Cade Cunningham. There are many options we could take. I'm going to think about this one for a little while. I'm probably going to have to sort it by age. Kind of does end up making the most sense. I will see you guys with my pick. So my pick's going to be LaMelo Ball. He should be on his rookie contract the entirety of this video. Yeah, it's weird to take LaMelo Ball 3rd overall when there are some guys still on this board that I would kill for. And I thought about taking Zion Williamson, who is just an absolute cheat code in this game. But I don't really want to trade him after my 1st or 2nd year, whatever that exact date would have to be. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to select LaMelo right now. It's not a bad pick. I'll see you guys with our next choice. Our next pick here is going to be Cade Cunningham, the former 1st overall pick from the 2021 NBA draft. He's going to be locked up, obviously, the entire time on a rookie contract. They also have him listed as a shooting guard. It really doesn't matter. Him and LaMelo going to be our backcourt for this entire video, most likely. That is one position we have obviously really solidified. Other than that, though, we really don't have a ton of options, you know, with the 3, 4, 5 spots. So we're going to have to keep going, keep getting some hopefully high overall rookie picks on some pretty good deals. Our next pick here is going to be Franz Wagner, who was the 8th overall pick, I believe. Yes, from last year's draft. Obviously going to be set the entire time. He's our 3rd choice, so now we have our point guard, our shooting guard, and our small forward all set. Still need a power forward and center, though. We're going to go ahead and lock up the center spot here with Isaiah Stewart. I wanted James Wiseman. Unfortunately, he went legitimately 2 picks before we had our next draft selection, but that's okay. Isaiah Stewart's going to come in and be a pretty solid center for us. I believe should be locked up for at least 2 years of this video, which is something you definitely do like to see. Isaiah Stewart, welcome to the team. And then our final pick here, we're going to sim the rest of the draft after this one. Patrick Williams, he's going to be our power forward. He's currently technically injured, but I don't play with injuries on. It's not going to be a big deal. That overall will jump back up. I'm hoping he can kind of be a long-term guy for me. He was, what, the 4th overall pick? Yeah, back in 2020. So we have a decent amount of guys from the 2020 and 2021 NBA draft so far. My plan as of now is I'm going to sim the rest of the draft, and then I'm going to go ahead and make the necessary trades to kind of get guys on their rookie scale contracts, if you will. But as of now, Patrick Williams is going to be my guy at the power forward spot, so our entire starting 5 is figured out. I'll see you guys with the rest of this team. All right, so we're going to take a look at the rest of this roster that 2K drafted for us. I just went through all the rookies, the starting 5, if you will, that we went ahead and drafted. They're all locked up for 3 years, so hypothetically, we do have a starting 5 for those 3 years. LaMelo Ball, Franz Wagner, Cade Cunningham, we obviously drafted. They drafted Tristan Thompson for me. We got a Kardashian nightmare. Isaiah Stewart we took. They drafted Isaiah Thomas. Hamidou Diallo's here. I believe this should be the second, 1st and then 2nd year of his rookie scale contract. Actually, did he get an extension? I don't know. I honestly do not know. I'm going to have to look that one up a little bit. Patrick Williams, we took. Landry Shamet is here. He's on extension. He cannot play for us. Jalen Johnson is here. That's actually a really good pick for us. I didn't even make that pick. Frank Ntilikina, Isaiah Jackson, Glenn Robinson III, JT Thor, and that's what the roster looks like as of now. So everybody that's in the rotation has to be on their rookie deal. I also want to mention that I know there's the little cheat glitch that by like the free agency, when some of these restricted contracts hit, you can kind of just give them a max offer. It ends up giving them the restricted offer, if you kind of know what I'm saying. That's not allowed today, and I don't think any of you thought that would be allowed. But no, we're not going to allow that to happen today. We are going to have to go ahead and make some trades. Something we're also going to have to really probably focus on a lot is actually having some high draft picks, because obviously the 2022 draft class, 2023 draft class definitely could should come into play in today's video. But without further ado, we do have to make a couple trades before we do start in simming this year number 1. I'll see you guys with the first move. We're going to do this trade right here with the Indiana Pacers. Isaiah Thomas heading over there. We're picking up Cameron Johnson, who has this year left, and then next year it's obviously going to kind of fill a spot for maybe one season. I don't think I'm just going to let Cameron Johnson walk. I'll probably look to trade him next offseason, but for at least now, we do have a guy locked up for a year. I'm actually going to probably move him to the backup small forward spot, something I also looked up. Wanted to make sure I got right. Hamidou Diallo signed with the Pistons. I forgot about that last offseason, so he's not eligible to be in this rotation. We're going to be trading him along with a bunch of these other guys. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Isaac Okoro here from the Memphis Grizzlies. Hamidou Diallo and JT Thor is going to be my offer for now. I'm assuming we're probably going to have to include a couple first-round picks. I also screwed up brutally and actually ended up forgetting to reset picks. I tend to do that a lot. I'm just going to... Oh, shit, wait. That's our first round pick this year. Cannot do that. I'm just going to go ahead and probably look to maybe move some of these picks that I really don't need right now. Yeah, it's kind of screwed up the way I'm doing this, but at the end of the day, I mean, I always will get screwed a decent amount of the time in this game. So I'm just going to go with it. Isaac Okoro is going to be in here. He's obviously locked up the entire time. 5th overall pick from the 2020 draft. What I'm going to try to do with Shamet and maybe Neil Keena and some of these other guys is maybe go ahead and try to just trade them for some picks, because honestly, I don't really need them. I mean, we kind of have the 9-man rotation kind of set with Isaiah Jackson in here as well. So we do have Tristan Kardashian in here. I'm probably not going to keep him. I don't know if I can get maybe a pick for him. Might be making just a little bit too much money, but we'll see. If not, I'll see you guys at the rotation. So we're just going to go ahead and do this deal right here with the Portland Trailblazers. Tristan Thompson heading over there. We're getting Jalen McDaniels back, who will be solid for us for probably one season. Could look to trade him in the offseason, but obviously it's serviceable enough for now. We do already have, Patrick Williams here, and technically Jalen Johnson as well. What I'm probably going to do is I do like the potential of Patrick Williams a lot. He'll be starting, but I think I am going to probably give the nod to McDaniels, potentially as my backup power forward. So we're kind of all set in the majority of these departments. I don't really think this team's going to be very good. What I'm going to do is maybe look for a trade for Shamet, and he'll probably be my final guy. I kind of look to maybe move on from. He's in technically, I believe, actually maybe not the final year of his contract, whatever it is. But I can technically trade for guys that are not on rookie contracts. I just can't play them. So if I can get a first-round pick without giving up a first-round pick, that would be kind of sick. I don't know why. Every single one of these deals where I get a first-round pick back seems to include me also giving a first-round pick, except for this one. So, or this one. What is the Okay, actually, I'm going to pick up Josh Robinson. Duncan Robinson here. He's not going to play, but we do get that Cavs lottery pick. Duncan Robinson can be a trade piece for us in the offseason. Pretty good deal right there. I'm going to set this rookie rotation. I'll see you guys with it. All right, so it's definitely an interesting looking rotation here at the start of year number 1 in Oklahoma City. We got LaMelo Ball, Cade Cunningham. Obviously super young, fun backcourt. That's kind of the strong suit of this team, if you will. We got Franz Wagner, Patrick Williams, and then Isaiah Stewart. Our bench unit, Jalen McDaniels, Cameron Johnson, Isaac Okoro, Isaiah Jackson, and then we do have Jalen Johnson down here. I believe, yeah, this is 100% still Cameron Johnson's rookie deal, correct? There's no way he signed an extension. I don't believe so. I kind of do want to be 100% on that. I'll look it up and start simming the year. If it's not, I screwed that up. But yeah, this team is not going to probably be very good. I would imagine we're probably going to have a decently high pick and ending up in the 2022 draft. But we'll roll with the punches. I will see you guys at the end of year number 1. So pretty much just as expected, this team was dead last here in the Western Conference in year number 1. We're number 29 in the power rankings, so maybe we somehow didn't have the worst record. I know it's not based strictly on record, but we shall see. Giannis Antetokounmpo wins another MVP. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year, 22.5 points, 7.5 boards, 4.5 assists. We definitely do like the bright future him and LaMelo are hopefully holding in our backcourt. Christian Wood, 6th Man of the Year in Cleveland. Giannis wins another Defensive Player of the Year. Kind of funny he still ended up on the Bucks. Tyrese Maxey, Most Improved. Mike Budenholzer, Coach of the Year, obviously led by Giannis. The Bucks are very good. We'll take a look at some standings on the year. We finished with a record of 28 and 54. So we technically had the worst record. Obviously, the top or 3 worst teams in the league all have the same percentage for the number 1 overall pick. Holy hell, LaMelo did his thing. Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart, Patty Williams, Franz Wagner, Jalen McDaniels, Cameron Johnson, Isaac Okoro, Isaiah Jackson, and Johnson played a little bit as well. Rebounds went to Stewart, and assists was obviously LaMelo. So we don't have to worry about the playoffs here in year number 1. What I am kind of hoping is we end up with the number 1 overall pick. I like options. We all do like options. The Dallas Mavericks going to win the finals. And PG-13 finally gets that coveted title and gets it done in Dallas. All right, we head into our first offseason. It is obviously a pretty big one. As we head up to league meetings right now, we reject all those. As always, we hit the draft lottery, which is a huge night for us. I don't think it's very often that I end up with the first overall pick. I would really like that to happen, and we fall all the way to number 5, obviously, because why wouldn't we? You know what I'm saying? Cool. We're going to have to move up a little bit in the draft because there's really only 2 or 3 guys I am interested in. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, my God. Mark does not have very good ratings. Honestly, I might just sign Jacob Underwood. I'm not, like, why does Mark not have such good ratings? I'm not going to sign Stauffer. It's a little bit of a cheat code. I'll sign Jacob Underwood, who doesn't have, like, the best ratings, but they're at least a little bit better than Mark. I call him Mark D's nuts, but boy, oh boy, those are not good. All right, 5th overall pick, because of course we do. We also have 15, 20, 23. Those are all picks we obviously shouldn't have, except maybe one of them or not. I don't really know. But we are going to move up in the draft. I'm 100% getting a top 2 or 3 pick. I will see you guys with the trade. So I'm a big fan of having options for the guys that I want to go ahead and get. Obviously, the number 1 overall pick gives me as many options as possible. So our 5th overall pick, Duncan Robinson, and then our 2 later first-round picks here. For number 1, how about it? They do not want to do it. I don't know why it took so long to load. How about 23 as well? You want that? How about my, whoops, not that. Definitely not that. How about number 14 as well? God damn it. All right, I will give you a Cavs lottery protected first round pick. They agree to that. We now have the number 1 overall pick. I am going to decide who I'm probably going to get. I mean, if I'm being honest with you guys, it's probably going to be Chet Holmgren. I know he's the best prospect according to this, draft class in here. Actually, somebody commented that Jabari Smith Jr. is jumping up a lot of boards, and honestly, I haven't watched a ton of college basketball. I'm not going to lie to you. Where did he go? There's the Auburn, and then 2 for Banchero and Gonzaga for Holmgren. Yeah, I knew those 2. I just think with, maybe like probably one of our weaker positions in the starting lineup being the power forward spot, I think Chet Holmgren is kind of a home run pick here. Obviously, we can't really sign any free agents, which is kind of one of the tougher aspects of this rebuild, but we go ahead and take a guy like Chet Holmgren, who's kind of looking like a franchise piece moving forward for some team. I think it's a solid option. We're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that one right now. I do not believe we have any other picks in this year's draft. So we're now on the clock. You'll love to see it. We're going to go ahead and pull the trigger. Chet Holmgren, welcome to Oklahoma City. And actually, we do have another pick. Is it our 2nd round pick? It is. I don't want it. Cool. Very pleasurable doing business with you. All right, so we get Chet Holmgren. He's going to be my power forward for the remainder of this video. That is a slam dunk home run deal right there. Team player options, McDaniels and Cameron Johnson are both going to come back. I believe McDaniels and Johnson, both entering the final year of their deal. So we're going to have to figure out who our new backup power forward is. Obviously, that is going to be a gap that is kind of open as of now. We don't really have any free agents. Frankly, it doesn't matter. So we obviously can't really sign anybody anyways. But the offseason is definitely the time to make trades if you do want to do that. So the rotation's decent. It's not great. It's decent. Oh, I forgot we have Patrick Williams as well. Oh, yeah, I moved Cameron Johnson down to the backup small forward. Okay. McDaniels is going to get traded. Johnson's going to get traded. And then I don't mind Isaiah Jackson backing up Isaiah Stewart. I don't love it, if I'm being honest. But it's serviceable enough, but I'm going to go ahead and trade Cameron Johnson along with Jalen McDaniels, and we're going to figure out a new backup small forward. So we're going to go ahead and try to do this deal here with the Chicago Bulls, picking up Devin Vassell. We're going to try to go ahead and offer them Jalen McDaniels and a first-round pick. I tried to include Cameron Johnson as well. Unfortunately, they are out of money. So we're going to go ahead and try to include as many picks as this one kind of takes. Obviously, I don't really know what teams are kind of good right now, what teams are kind of bad, so I'm kind of just playing a little bit of confused trading animations right now, for being honest with you. But Devin Vassell going to come in here. He's going to be my new backup small forward. He's also locked up this year and next year, which is huge for us, so we have him for the remainder of the video. Cameron Johnson, unfortunately, probably going to be getting me nothing but a first-round pick at this point. And yeah, Jalen Johnson has years left, and same with Patrick Williams. So I'm going to keep all those guys. Isaiah Jackson's serviceable. He's not a great backup center, but he's serviceable enough. Johnson's going to get me a first. I'll see you guys at the rotation at the start of year number 2. And we've arrived here at the start of year number 2. We have one major change to the starting 5, that being the addition here of Chet Holmgren, our number 1 overall pick from the 2022 NBA Draft. Starting 5 goes as follows: LaMelo Ball, Cade Cunningham, Franz Wagner, Chet Holmgren, and then Isaiah Stewart. Our bench unit: Devin Vassell, Isaac Okoro, Patrick Williams, Isaiah Jackson. And unfortunately, we really haven't been able to get Jalen Johnson many minutes. I think Patrick Williams still has another year as well. So honestly, I don't really know if we're ever going to get this dude any minutes, but he is here. Kind of a reserve guy for me. I would like to get him minutes, but I don't need 2 backup power forwards or like 2 backup small forwards if I moved his position. So that is it for now. This team was obviously dead last in records and in the Western Conference and in records and fully on in the NBA. So we're looking for a much better second season here. I need LaMelo Ball to play like an MVP candidate, and hopefully Cade Cunningham to play like an all-star, and Chet Holmgren to play like a rookie of the year. And it should all come together very nicely. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2 here in Oklahoma City. So year number 2 comes to an end, and something clicked here in Oklahoma City in it. We end up as a 2 seed here in the Western Conference, and we're number 2 in the power rankings as well. Trae Young, first career MVP. He's very good at the game of basketball. Chet Holmgren, I asked him to play like a rookie of the year, and look what he did. He did that exactly. 18 points a game, 8 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1.5 blocks. He's very, very good. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Indiana Pacers, 6th man of the year. Jonathan Isaac. Nickeil Alexander-Walker also wins most improved. Willie Green, coach of the year. Oh, boy. Even in a fantasy draft rebuild, the Pelicans are still doing this to me, man. I really, really hope I don't have to play them. NBA standings time. Finished with a record of 53-29, 2 games back behind the New Orleans Pelicans for the 1 seed Raptors, 1 seed over there in the Western Conference. We'll take a look at some numbers on the year right now. LaMelo Ball still doing his thing. I'm very happy I made the pick of him. Ultimately, it was kind of between him or Zion, and the Zion thing, probably we would have been traded by now, which really would have sucked. I don't really know what I would have gotten for him. So I'm very happy with my LaMelo Ball pick. Same with Cade Cunningham, Chet Holmgren, kind of our big three right there, if you will. We'll also have Isaiah Stewart, Franz Wagner, Isaac Okoro, Devin Vassell. I think that's how you pronounce it. Patty Williams, Isaiah Jackson, Keelan Martin, I guess technically got some minutes. I don't know how he got minutes, but good for you, man. All right, we will sim the play and see who we got here in the first round. It is going to be the LA Clippers, who got a roster looking like this. D'Anthony Melton, Bradley Beal, Michael Porter Jr., Trey Lyles, Bam Adebayo, Kendrick Nunn, Garrison Matthews, on Whiteside. Not a bad team whatsoever over there in LA. We quickly go up 2-0 on them, 3-0, and they get a game in, and we are moving on to the Western Conference semifinals. The Portland Trailblazers with Tyrese Maxey, Zach LaVine, Lou Dort, Evan Mobley, Bobby Portis Jr., Monte Morris, Jackson Hayes. Evan Mobley, oh my God. Home run to pick there. All right, let's go game by game. We are 1-1 with them. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1, and I believe that means we won 4 straight in that series. And oh boy, here come the Pelicans. Anthony Sexton. How do they still end up with Zion? Oh my God, this game, bro, it hates me. They got Dennis Schroeder off the bench and Manu quickly. How many 80 overalls do you need, bro? We lose game 1. Like, this team should hypothetically probably destroy us, right? We're 2-2 with them right now. We got a best-of-3 series. And we're advancing to the NBA Finals in year number 2 to take on the 76ers, led by Dame Dollar, Jordan Poole, Aaron Gordon, Tingus Pingus, Montrezl Harrell, Precious Achiuwa, Luke Kennard, John Concar. They're a good team. They're a good team, I'm not going to lie. I'd like to get this done, though. I'd like to somehow get this done. We're down 3-1. Son of a bitch. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Son of a bitch. All right, we get another game in here. We go into game 7 on our home floor here in Oklahoma City, and I would like to win this one, and I would like to hop in and get some gameplay. Hopefully, we can hold this lead. Oh my God, they're going to blow a 3-1. No. All right, they are going to blow a 3-1 lead. We'll hop in, get a few, hopefully some shots up, maybe something a little spicy. I don't know what I just said. I'll see you guys in there. Here in Oklahoma City, it looks like we are basically going to be going from worst to first, and it's one of my favorite things to do here in 2K. Obviously, it doesn't always happen to me, but when it does, I don't take it for granted. And yeah, you'll love to see it. I'd like to get all the starters back into the game. Cade Cunningham kind of man in the point guard right now. Looks like LaMelo is not in the game. Pick by Isaiah Jackson right here. Going to go right down to the rack. Going to go up and just going to lay it in. You'll love to see it. He's got 14, 8, and 3 on the night. Good for you, Isaiah Jackson. I did not think this team was a year 2 championship team, man. I'm really not. Looking like the upgrade there of Chet Holmgren kind of helped out a lot at that power forward spot. I do not want to play on-ball D against Damian Lillard. That actually seems like one of the worst things I could actually do right now. He somehow gets that to go with the contact. All right, Cade Cunningham. Let's see what you can do. You got 21 on the night, guarded by Damian Lillard. Can I get a pick here? Thank you very much. You're very tall. Right down to the rack with Holmgren. He slams it home. He's got 30 on the night. The rookie showing out in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. You love to see it. I want to get LaMelo in the game low-key. I kind of want to use him. It's not every day I get to use LaMelo Ball. I don't know what Precious Achiuwa is thinking he's doing over there. Shooting. Oh, God. Don't cook me, Dame. Dame's going to cook me. Oh, boy. He's going to go to the rack. I'm assuming they're probably just going to try to force shots with him. They're going to kick it out to Luke Kennard. White chocolate, baby. You got to get that one to go. And we probably got one more offensive possession in us. Unfortunately, we didn't get to use LaMelo, but I don't want to carry out gameplay. That's not really close. Kind of just waste minutes of the video, if you will. All right. Step back, Cade. Blow by. All right, we're going to do one more offensive possession after this. Oh, my God, blocked by Holmgren. Push it up here. Push it up here. Right up to, I almost said Mo Wagner. I did not mean to shoot that, and it's not good. All right, whatever. I'll see you guys at the Finals MVP. We win a championship here in year number 2 after being the worst team in the NBA. We are on top of the NBA world. Finals MVP goes to LaMelo Ball. He averaged 37 points, 7 boards, 7 assists, 3 steals a game. For those of you guys, any of you questioning that number 1 overall, actually technically number 3 overall pick, my first draft selection. There you go. That proves it to you. It worked out a little bit. League meeting time. We'll enter our final season here. I don't really think we have to trade anybody, which I think is obviously a very good thing for us. Top 3 projected: Spurs, Celtics, Rockets. It ends up being Spurs, Knicks, Heat. Obviously, my Celtics never get anything going their way. Staff signing time. I'm not changing anything. We're fine. Honestly, it's the final season. We kind of alleviated all the pressure off our backs anyways. But do we have any draft picks this year? We do. I don't really want any of these. I'm going to trade these all, and then I'll see you guys on our next move. So we'll hit team player options right now. It's obviously a thing of beauty when you have basically your entire roster on a team player option, still on a rookie contract. Qualifying offers, none of these guys matter. I really don't think we have to make any changes to this team. Do we have any free agents? No, we don't. So I believe this team's still all set. Yeah, we're pretty much all set here. What I might try to do right now, I like Isaiah Jackson a lot, but I basically just have him chilling and Jalen Johnson. Are there any like younger centers that I maybe could change? I like to change things about the team at least maybe a little bit before every single season. Victor Wembanyama is not happening. Wiseman, wouldn't mind Wiseman. I mean, technically it'd be like his final year here anyways. If I were to throw in, let me see, where am I going? Jalen Johnson along with Isaiah Jackson. I actually would probably start Wiseman, low key. I can definitely get this to go through. I wish it would say more than we're not interested. Cool. Well, you're not interested. I'll toss in a late first-round pick, and now you're interested. So Wiseman's going to start. Stewart will come off the bench. It's a cool trade. And we are all set here for the final year in Oklahoma City. We're looking to go back-to-back. I'll see you guys at the rotation. And fresh off a championship, we have arrived here at the start of our third and final season. We have one change to the starting five, that being the addition of James Wiseman. Isaiah Stewart moved to the bench spot. He's not bad at all. I just like to change things up from time to time. So here's how it's looking. LaMelo Ball, Cade Cunningham, Franz Wagner, Chet Holmgren, and James Wiseman. I'm low-key starting to think maybe this is how I should do every rebuild because this team's kind of sick. Won a championship, and it's only kind of looking up from here. Bench unit, Isaac Okoro, Isaiah Stewart, Patty Williams, Devin Vassell, and then we do have technically like Patty Mills down here as well, but it is what it is. This team's super fun. Honestly, even if we don't win another championship, I had a ton of fun with this rebuild. But that's not the attitude. I want to win another championship. I'll see you guys getting a third and final year here in Oklahoma City. And our final year here ends on a good note, at least regular season-wise. As we wrap it up as a 1 seed here in the Western Conference and LaMelo Ball MVP. The dude was playing like it the past 2 seasons, and he finally does get the award. Victor Wembanyama, your Rookie of the Year, is in Boston. Jabari Smith Jr., Sixth Man of the Year in Memphis. Jonathan Isaac, Chet Holmgren wins Most Improved. You love to see it. Jacob Underwood. We go 69-13. Nice. Alrighty, it is playoff time. We are obviously a 1 seed at 69 wins. We are 16 games up on the 2 seed in New Orleans Pelicans. Toronto Raptors 1 seed over there in the Eastern Conference. Stats-wise on the year, LaMelo, Cade, Chet Holmgren, all at 20-plus points per game. James Wiseman, Isaiah Stewart, Franz Wagner, Isaac Okoro, Patty Williams, Devin Vassell, and then Michael Carter-Williams. He barely played. You know what I'm saying. Rebounds, Holmgren, and assists was LaMelo. Let's send the play and see what we got in the first round. It's going to be the Utah Jazz. Kyrie Irving, Kobe White, Denny Avdija, Julius Randle, Usman Garuba. Got Wiggins on the bench, Kenyon Martin Jr. They got the walking lesbian. Honestly, a pretty good 8 seed right there. Surprised that team was low-key in the play-in. We are up 3-0, though, and just destroying every single team in our way. Sacramento, looks like they are, bro. Oh, my God. Holy shit. That's a really good 4 seed right there. That's a really good 4 seed. Good to see the Sacramento Kings back to being relevant, actually, if they were ever relevant. All right, we're up 3-2. Oh, my God, we were up 3-0, and now it's 3-3. Okay, thank God. 6-seeded Denver Nuggets and us here in the Western Conference Finals. Malcolm Brogdon, Devin Booker, RJ Barrett, Jonathan Isaac, Mitchell Robinson. They got Old Depot, Jay Sean Tate, Kevin Love off the bench. Deep team right there. I would like to go back to the NBA Finals and hopefully get another championship. We're up 3-1 on them right now, and 3-2 and 3-3, and we are in the NBA Finals taking on the Cavs. Steph Curry, Jalen Green, Jaden McDaniels, Kyle Anderson, Trez Harrell. All right, they obviously have Steph. They do have a couple 79s, though, in their starting 5. I'm hoping to go back-to-back here. Obviously, Steph Curry is Steph Curry, but we're not going to let him get his first Finals MVP today. No, we're not, baby. LaMelo Ball, second straight season Finals MVP and second straight championship for us here in Oklahoma City. This one was a ton of fun. I honestly forgot how much I like doing these challenges. More in these somewhat normal rebuilds, and of course, if you guys enjoyed them as well, let me know down below in the comments section along with some other ideas. You can leave a like down there. While you're at it, I would definitely appreciate it. I had a ton of fun with this one. I hope you guys did as well. As I just mentioned, feel free to leave any other video ideas at all down below in the comment section. But other than that, that wraps this one up. We got 2 championships in today's video, 2 championships in yesterday's video. We are on a pretty good pace right now. That does it for me, though. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.